Hi, I'm Grace Halsey, Senior Editor of Patient Care Online. Today we're talking with Dr. Caroline Apovian about obesity, and specifically about obesity as a state of chronic systemic low-grade inflammation. Welcome, Dr. Apovian.
Nice to be here, Grace. Thanks for inviting me to do this.
So let's start with a question about what's been learned over time about the way adipose tissue works as an endocrine organ and the relationship with the disease of obesity.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, we know now that obesity is a disease. It's a disease because of dysfunctional pathways leading to an elevated body weight set point and increased fat mass in this environment. And obesity leads to this chronic state of inflammation. So if I can show you my screen, this is a schematic of what adipose tissue looks like. Fat cells, those are yellow fat cells surrounded by normal levels of immune cells, macrophages and B and T cells. So there is crosstalk between fat tissue and other tissues in the body. So adipose tissue is an endocrine organ, which was discovered in 1994 by Rudy Leibel when he discovered that leptin was secreted by fat tissue and went to the brain to tell the body that it had enough fat stores. So fat tissue talks to the brain. It also talks to the liver and protects from liver fat and preserves insulin sensitivity by storing fat in itself and not in the liver, protects the heart, protects muscle, kidney, the immune system, the brain, pancreas, and vascular endothelial. This is in a normal state. When it becomes unhealthy, so the schematic on the right, is when metabolically healthy white tissue expands because of excess fat storage from overfeeding and overnutrition. Those nice healthy yellow fat cells become expanded here as they store more fat, and then the immune cells around each cell start to be more abundant and develop cytokines and inflammation from the adipocyte hypertrophy and stress. So each cell is stressed and at some point explodes because of all the fat debris. And then you have what's called a pro-inflammatory state, recruitment of more of the macrophages that promote inflammation than those that promote anti-inflammatory, okay? More natural killer cells, less circulation, so decreased angiogenesis, more fibrosis, and hypoxia, so less fat tissue is in contact with blood, and so there's hypoxia, okay? So that's what happens, and we've actually studied this. This is what it looks like in animal tissues, the fat tissue with inflammation around each fat cell.